Hello, everybody. This is Joshua Hayes at BigWayTrading.com coming to you with the August 24th stock market wrap up so you can be ready for the next stock market session, which should be in the morning for some of you, and some of you might be watching this during night. Anyway, as you can see from the day before, the volume was lower than the volume was obviously lower on the New York Stock Exchange and S&P 500 than the day before. However, I do want to remind everybody that it was options expiration on Friday, and while that skewed the volume and made it bullish, at the same time, it also makes it very difficult to tell what happens the very next day. The good news about it is that the S&P 500 only fell 0.05%, NYSE 0.08%, and the NASDAQ only 0.14%. So that's excellent. It didn't give up much of the day's gains at all. Actually, it was a very tight session overall. Kind of a blah day. Hard to read into anything about this day. I wouldn't really rack your brains over yesterday's or today's session if I were you. It's just going to be just a day to look to see if we have any more longs or to see if anything's breaking down. 223 stocks to go through, so that's not too bad at all. At the same time, we had some new longs yesterday. They look fine to me so far. The ones that were of importance. Long-term longs still look good. I still need to go over. We've been taking profits on the way up in this rally in some stocks and then shifting it to stocks then breaking out. So once the stock becomes extended, we have been a little blessed right now where we do find stocks that then are working coming out of fresh bases. However, these bases do remain lackluster. I got to be honest with everybody, and I am not excited about this uptrend. I have been doing very well recently, and I've given you many stocks that have done very well. However, I have to admit, there just has been no fun factor, I guess you could say, to it. The big, large gains that we used to get, it looks like we might not be getting those anymore. I think it's going to take something major, again, like a taser, to probably get us anything huge in the market again. Of course, love Chinese stocks, and I continue to follow the market over there. And let's take a look at how the SSEC-X works. And as you can see, after the very vicious sell-off, which I would consider crashing, actually, and to show you the divergence here, look at how it's hitting a new high, and look how relative strength below was not on the Shanghai SC Composite. However, after this death roll, it has recently found some nice support, and it looks solid for right now. It looks like it wants to put in a basing pattern. That would only be bullish if it then breaks out for Chinese equities. And of course, there's a stock that we were long. That didn't do too great today. I mean, wait. Yeah, I did great today. Didn't do too great the day before on Friday. They did very well today, so that is good to see. Of course, before I go, I'm sorry, we're not going to look at the IBD indexes on the free videos anymore. That is going to be a subscriber-only feature from now on, only because the heat from IBD is a little ridiculous, to be honest with you. And I'm going to go ahead and abide by what they asked me to do, and they don't want me to use the word can slim, and so I'm going to do that and then go above and beyond and do other things. So the IBD graphs will no longer be available for free during the free video portion that I give to everyone. It will be available in video too when we go over the longs and shorts that you see every morning, hopefully when you wake up and get ready for your market day. Things have been going very well, I would say, overall for our positions. But let's see another thing. One of our positions that didn't go well today. Gold. Gold still holding above the 50-day moving average. It's just basically biding its time sideways. If you look at a weekly, there really is nothing troublesome with this chart at all. It actually looks like it's being accumulated. And it looks like if it's going to do anything, it's going to end up breaking out to the upside. However, as you know, however this pattern wants to play out will be very important. And I'm sure that will be the direction that the trend takes whenever that happens. I'm going to get rid of that line right there. So this is what you have. You have a pennant formation on the weekly. Here's a daily. Kind of cuts through the clutter and the noise outside the 50-day moving average. So as you can see how nice this pennant formation is from April to now, connecting the lows recently. It should be, it's very volatile. I mean, Friday it looked like it's going to break out. Now it looks like it wants to break down. So it's very volatile, and it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. But overall, gold, bullish long term. Platinum, I'm bullish long term. Silver, I'm bullish long term. And like I always tell you, the dollar, not so much. And I basically have been this way since 2001. And until we have a government that learns to stop spending money that you don't have, we are not probably going to see this reverse. Our government is inept. It's been inept for years, and it just seems to be getting worse day by day. All you can do is hope that the right decisions are made in the future, but I tell you what, all these little bailouts and all these little helps, these cash for clunkers, refrigerators, and cars, this stuff is not going to fix the economy. The only thing to fix the economy is stop the spending, stupid. If you were going into debt personally, would you spend more money? I guess you would if you could print it. Aloha.